and welcome to this practice for finding your center. We will go through some fairly simple stretches, asana, to feel and orient around the spine, and we'll look for the metaphorical center line called, according to yoga, called the Sushumnā, or the central energetic channel, and we'll orient around that at the end with a simple breath-based meditation called the spine breath, and we'll include the mantra, classical mantra Om, which means the primordial sound represents all that is, all universal consciousness. We'll do a handful of movements and then we'll come into the meditation practice. Still will be very short video that you can use anytime, day or night. You're welcome to have any props handy that you like, a blanket, maybe something to sit on. So if you need any extra support, you're welcome to that, and we'll get started. We'll begin with a seated position of your choice. You could, for now, be sitting on a chair if you like. You could do this practice in a bed, or if you're comfortable on the floor, you're welcome to come down to the floor. And we'll take a moment to center. So feeling your sitting bones on the ground, your legs connected to the ground. And a moment to feel now your spine as it is in space. So your actual literal spine, maybe feeling the low back, so the low part of the spine, allowing your attention to travel up towards your center back, upper back, back of the neck, so the cervical spine, and then even up to the top of the head if you like, where you could find a little lengthening up. Your eyes can be opened or closed here, as always, that is your choice. But maybe finding a little reaching up at the crown of the head, maybe a little softening down of shoulders, and a feeling for some openness through the chest and the collarbones. But feeling, being able to orient around your actual spine as it is can be very useful. Looking for some length up. You're welcome to keep your abdominal muscles fairly soft here if you like, and find some ease around your face and your jaw. You could take a slow, deep breath or two. If that's comfortable to you, your hands can be resting wherever you like them to be, maybe in your lap, even on the ground. Good. All right, from here, we'll transition to child's pose. So coming into child's pose, finding your knees a little wider if that's comfortable to you. Hands could reach forward. If you want a blanket under your knees, you're welcome to take it. And then now we're shifting our position, but maybe you could still come back to some attention around your spine. If your arms are long, you could feel for some active lengthening through your side bodies, even the back of the neck, but your head could be at ease. And see if you can get a sense of your center line, feeling your spine from top of the head all the way down to your tailbone. Maybe taking a few deep breaths and sending the breath to your back rib cage if you like. Few breaths here. You're always welcome to change your position if you like. You can be still or you can sway in this position. Find any micro moving. From here, we'll crawl hands over to the right and take a side body stretch, maybe reaching your left hand a little bit forward, but you can find whatever degree of stretch feels good to you. And then if you like, breathing into your left side. Maybe feeling for some heaviness or reaching down of your left hip. You can make any adjustments to this position to make yourself feel comfortable and well balanced. And then you're welcome to crawl to the other side. Maybe reaching your right hand forward. Breathing into the space you're creating on your right side. Back of the neck can feel long here. You could even draw your shoulders a little bit down away from the ears. That makes you feel like you have more space around your neck and your shoulders. And then bringing your hands back to center when you're ready. Right away, we'll pull ourselves up into a cow spine. You can adjust if you need to. I'm going to keep my knees a little wider. Finding cow spine here, dropping abdomen down, lifting chin bone up and tailbone up. Now you can feel your spine now as it is in spinal extension. Eyes can still be opened or closed. We'll sink hips back to heels for child's. Could be exhale here. We'll go back and forth. Inhale, cow. Exhale, child. Maybe a few more times like that. You can breathe with this however you like. You could follow my cue and inhale up and exhale back, or just let your breath flow. Maybe a couple more to pull up for cow. Reaching chin and tailbone up. Exhale, stretching out the spine, child. Let's go 2 more for good measure. Inhale up if you like. At your own pace, singing hips back to heel, child's pose. 1 more time, cow and child. And pause here. You're welcome to reset. Maybe this time you pull your hands back behind you, or you could stack your hands and rest your forehead down. Steady breathing. Maybe 1 more breath. And then you're welcome to bring yourself back up to a tabletop position. Now we'll look for a neutral spine. So one that is neither an extension or rounded in flexion. So see if you can feel for that. The natural spinal curves intact. You could feel some activation in your shoulders by pushing the ground away. Knees about hips distance, feet aiming back from there. You look a little bit forward and down to keep the back of the neck long. From here, we'll go for a thread the needle. I'm going to take my knees even a little wider actually now for this one. It helps for the rotation for me. You're welcome to do that if you like. And then keeping your left hand down. When you're ready, inhale your right arm up to the ceiling. Maybe we pause here and go for a big stretch out. And then as you're ready, thread right arm under left. Exhale to lower down. And feel free to set this up so once more you feel balanced. You can shift your weight side to side, forward and back, and find the right orientation. And maybe orienting your mind around your spine as well. So good balance, stability, feel your spine lengthening. We'll take a few more breaths here. Your left arm could be even actively reaching forward if that feels right to you. You could even take a half bind and wrap your left arm behind your back and peel your left shoulder open as well. Do 1 or 2 more breaths on this side. And then as you're welcome, or as you're ready rather, you're welcome to begin to ease your way out. You can plant your left hand down and then maybe counter reach right arm back up to the ceiling. And we'll switch it out. Reset in any way that you need to. You can decide what you want to do with your knees. If you want a blanket under your knees or even over the top of your back, you're welcome to that. Keeping your right hand planted. When you're ready, inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, thread. Left arm under right will lower down. Thread the needle. So once more, you're welcome to shift your weight side to side, front to back. Make it feel well aligned to you. Right arm could be active, could be relaxed next to you, could even be wrapped behind your back for the half bind. If you're taking that option, maybe peeling your shoulder a little bit open. Just so you feel like you're getting the right amount of stretch on your shoulder, you're not craning or straining your neck in any way. Maybe another breath or so here. If you have the half bind, you're welcome to unwind. And we'll start to make our way out, planting your right hand down and then reaching left arm up. And when you're ready, left hand down to the mat. From here, we'll find a downward facing dog. So maybe just 1 down dog. If you want to skip down dog, you can take a puppy pose. So I'll show that real quick. Hips roughly above knees, walking hands forward, lowering your forehead down. So either a puppy pose with a nice long spine, or maybe it's 1 down dog. You're welcome to do what you want with your feet. You could shift or pedal your knees, shift your hips, maybe push the ground away, and feel for an active reaching of your crown of the head down and a little bit forward and tailbone up. Gaze could be in between your feet or your knees, more towards your navel if that's available. Slow, steady breathing. And then when you're ready, you're welcome to look forward and lower your knees to the mat. From here, we'll shift to seat for forward fold. So forward fold, finding a moment to elongate your legs. If you need a bend in the knees, you're welcome to take it. You could sit on a blanket or put a blanket or a pillow under your knees. So find whatever position feels best to you. And then from here, we'll inhale, arms up. We'll find a flow with this at first, and then we'll settle in, maybe finding a lot of length up. You could feel here for a moment the curves of the spine intact. So feeling in particular the lumbar curve. Sometimes the tendency is to round down. We can roll almost a little forward of the sitting bones and be reaching the arms up. Maybe an inhale here, and exhale to fold over the legs. We'll go back and forth. Inhaling up, exhale to fold. If you have any issues with your back and you need to keep more of a neutral spine, you can minimize the range of motion and hinge at the hips. It could look like inhale up, exhale, just a little fold, your choice. Do a couple more, inhaling up, exhale to fold. One more time, inhaling up, and exhale to fold over your legs. Again, if you need to bend the knees, bend them. Hands could be wherever feels comfortable to you. Feet, shins, you could tent up on your fingers. In the forward fold, you can be still and breathe into your back rib cage. You can shift and sway. You might roll your shoulders down away from your ears. You could tuck the chin a little bit down, or you could look a little forward if you prefer, and feel more length in the spine. Lots of ways to practice a forward fold depending on how you're feeling today. And then as you're ready, we'll inhale for a halfway lift. Hands on feet or shins to elongate through the spine. Exhale here. And then as you're ready, we'll transition. If there's any other moves or stretches you want to take, you're welcome to take them. Otherwise, we'll prepare for the seated meditation practice and the Om chanting. I'm going to add in a twist here though. Let's take a quick twist to get that in. I said twist, let's do a twist. So finding, again, length through your spine, roll your shoulders down. You know, just rotate to one side. You could rotate to the right or to the left. Maybe softening your shoulders down, maybe finding a little length here as you shift your gaze behind you if that's available. You could look just to the side if you prefer. And full breathing. When you're ready, you're welcome to come back to center. Maybe we reset in the middle. You could roll your shoulders a few times. And then find some length in your spine, and we'll rotate to the other direction. Hands wherever feels comfortable to you. Front hand to front knee, back hand behind you, like a kickstand. Maybe rolling shoulders down, finding some length through the back of your neck for one more breath. And then you're welcome to come forward and reset. You could practice this meditation as well on your back if that feels more comfortable to you. So you could lie down on your back or a bed, or you could stay seated, whatever you like. And so finding a comfortable seat. So the key here is comfort, and one that you can feel for a long spine. So even if you're lying down, you can get a sense of your spine laying down on the bed or a mat. And from here, again, eyes could be opened or closed, or you could keep a soft gaze in front of you. And I'll walk us through the spine breath, the use of the Om. If Om does not feel comfortable to you in any way, you're welcome to set it aside. You could also use home if you prefer an English word. Finding your comfortable seat. Once more, just like we did at the beginning, feel your sitting bones connected on the ground, and then see if you can lengthen up through your spine. Of course, if you're on your back, you could orient to your whole spine supported. You might keep a soft gaze in front of you or close down your eyes if you haven't already. Shoulders can be at ease. Maybe a widening through the collarbones. You can relax your face and your jaw. Hands can be resting wherever is comfortable to you. And we'll get just a sense of breath before we head into the meditation. So if you like, and it's comfortable to you, feeling for your breathing. Now feeling just the natural rhythm of your breath. Rhythm, pace, sensation, temperature. And then maybe starting to slow down and deepen the breath. The spine breath can be practiced with a slower breath pace, or you can just use your natural rhythm. So it's up to you. If you'd like to, you're welcome to make the breath a little slower, a little bit deeper. If you have an ujjayi practice that you work with, a slight constriction in the back of the throat, you could use that as well. So slow down, deepen your breath if you like, or just continue to watch it come in and out of the body. And then from here, beginning to trace your breath in through your nose, and in your mind's eye or in your imagination, imagine that it's running down the front of your spine to the base of your body, tailbone, or even pelvic floor if that's comfortable for you. And then exhale, breath comes back up and out through the nose or out through the crown of the head. So this is a bit of a visualization, feeling for that energetic channel that runs along or the front of the spine. Using your breath, inhale, breath comes through the nose, down the spine to the base of the body, and back up and out, either the nose or, if it's available to you, the crown of the head. You can give the breath a color. You could imagine you're breathing in and out of almost like a tube, if that helps the visualization. And maybe it's slower and deeper breaths, maybe it's just your regular rhythm, whatever you like, just so it doesn't feel forced in any way. And then if you'd like to add the Om mantra, you're welcome to. It's a way to feel for a little vibration, even though we're just going to be saying it inside or quietly or internally. That sense of completeness, wholeness, connectedness. And it also gives the mind another anchor. The Om will be on the exhale. Inhale, breath comes in through the nose, down the front of the spine. Exhale, Om, as the breath comes back up and out, if you like. I'll count about 10 more rounds of a slower breath. So 10 more rounds. It might be a little more or less for you, and that's okay. And then I'll cue us out. Another round or two if you're still in it. And you're welcome to begin to release the awareness around the breath, release the spine breath as you're ready. Release the Om. Certainly if you are into it and want to stay longer, you're welcome to stop the video and keep going. And you're just taking now just a breath or so to feel the effects of that practice, to feel what it's like to orient around your own center that is not dependent on anything external. Thank you so much, and we'll go ahead and close out the practice. If you'd like to bring your palms together to touch, you're welcome to. I'll close with an Om again, and 3 Shantis, peace. You're welcome to join me, and then I'll close with a metta prayer. So if you like bowing to your own heart, steady the breath. Inhale to prepare for Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy.